On the morning of the 30th of April 2024, something truly horrific happened in Hainault, East London. A man named Marcus Monzo, just 37 years old, armed himself with a 60-centimeter samurai sword and unleashed a 20-minute rampage through the neighborhood. His actions would devastate families, injure 5 people, and cost the life of a bright, kind 14-year-old boy, Daniel Anjorin. Daniel was simply walking to school that morning, like so many teenagers do every day. He never made it. Monzo's attack left him with an unsurvivable wound. In the words of the judge, the violence didn't stop there. 2 police officers, PC Yasmin Mechem Whitfield and Inspector Malloy Campbell, were seriously wounded trying to defend the public. 3 other residents, including Henry de los Rios Polania, who couldn't work for a year after his injuries, also became victims in a matter of minutes. Daniel's parents, Grace and Dr. Ebenezer Anjorin, later described their son as academically gifted and generous, a light in their lives. Even in the darkest moment, they said, we carry that light with us. So, who was Marcus Monzo? Before this, he was an Amazon delivery driver, a Brazilian-Spanish national, but on that day he was something else entirely. Hours before the attack, he killed and skinned his own pet cat. During his rampage, he asked one of his victims if they believed in God and compared his actions to the Hunger Games. At trial, Monzo tried to claim he'd drunk ayahuasca, a hallucinogenic tea, but tests found no evidence of it in his system. The judge ruled cannabis was the dominant cause of his state. Drug use, the prosecution argued, was no excuse for murder. In June 2025, the Old Bailey delivered its verdict. Life in prison, with a minimum of 38 years before he could even be considered for parole. The judge told Monzo he'd shown remorse, bewilderment, and non-comprehension, but nothing could undo the devastation he'd caused. The bravery shown that day didn't go unnoticed. Met Police Commissioner Sir Mark Rowley praised the officers for their extraordinary bravery and relentless courage in facing a man armed with a deadly weapon. For the community, the trauma is likely to linger. This case has sparked fresh concerns about violent crime in London and about how we protect one another in moments of crisis. But in the words of Daniel's family, no verdict or sentence will bring back our son Daniel, who we loved so dearly. Their grief is unimaginable, but their hope that Daniel's light will not be forgotten remains. For more updates and stories like this, make sure you subscribe. Stay safe out there.